You know, I know I'm late, with this whole Marc Jacobs, and the whole Marc Jacobs fashion show and him apparently using white models in his show and having, um, I guess he put fake locks in their hair and, having them walk down the runway. And there was a lot of black women that was upset because of that, and on YouTube making videos about that, saying that it wasn't right because they were appropriating black hairstyle or whatever. You know, first of all, and I made comments on a lot of people's video saying that black women are hypocrites. Okay, because of the simple fact that you have millions of black women all over the world that wear weaves, wear hair that belongs to other women. Okay? Like literally will go to the store and buy hair that belongs to a different race or a different nationality of woman. Okay? And then want to complain about the fact that Marc Jacobs put fake locks in those white women's hair. So what? Okay? I even had some black woman come and say, well, it's not like we're out here buying white women's hair. We're out here buying this is what it's. We're out here buying Malaysian women's hair. Or what was the other one they said? But Brazilian. That's the thing. They're out here buying Brazilian women's hair and Malaysian women's hair. So that makes it better because the woman is not white. And I pointed out that being Brazilian or Malaysian is not a race, it's a nationality. So you can be a white woman that was born in Brazil and they will call you Brazilian, but you're white. So you don't know whose hair you're getting. You're walking around wearing white woman's hair. And I don't never see any Brazilian or Malaysian woman out here going to the store talking about, ooh, I'm going to get me my Afro textured wig, my Afro textured hair. I don't see none. I don't see no Asian women. I don't see no, Spanish woman. I don't see none of those women saying, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy a black woman's hair and I'm gonna wear, the Afro textured hair. I'm gonna make a wig out of it. I don't see none of those women doing that, but only black women, and they're justifying that by saying, well, the woman is not technically white, they're Brazilian and Malaysian. That is the dumbest shit I have ever heard. We are the only woman on the planet that justify wearing another woman's hair on their head. And when you point it out to them about the hypocrisy, they either call you a coon or they accuse you of being white, or they say you don't understand. Now, first of all, I hope I don't have an Emma. First of all, how am I a coon? Because I'm telling you that what you're doing is stupid and is hypocritical. And then they go out and say, well, it's because of the job situation. Why? That's a damn lie. Back in the day, yes, I could understand it. Back in the day, I could understand, but now, not now. Not now. Okay? And even if you go for a job and they discriminate against your hair, then you can sue. That's not right for them to do that. But you see, that's the problem. If we would build our own and create our own, we wouldn't have this problem. Okay, just like they sending me links about, the school here and there don't want black girls to wear their hair. Yeah, but you know what? Dr. Umar Johnson said, you know what? I want to build a school for black kids where they can come and they could be themselves and they can wear their natural hair. He said he don't want no child or no teachers in his school wearing weaves. Okay? He said, listen, this is how much I need for the school to build the school, and it's going to be for black children. Okay? You would think that these same women would say, yeah, you're right, because I'm sick and tired of, going to school and them telling me that I can't wear my afro or my braids or my head wrap. You would think they would be like, okay, yeah, that's a great idea. I think that's I'm gonna donate. Yeah, I'm behind you 100%. But you know what? We would rather beg and squabble at the feet of white people for acceptance and said, hey, whitey, look at me. Accept me for who I am. Accept my locks. Accept my afro. Accept my braids. Accept my head wrap. That's what we would rather do. Okay? Instead of creating our own, we would rather go and beg other people, oh, hire me, please. We don't want nothing for ourselves. We rather beg other people for us to be included. Nobody say, oh, let's go to the black people and, let them, ask them to, accept us. No, they don't want to be around us. You understand? Well, this is what we would rather do. So yeah, that's your fault. That's our ancestors' fault for allowing integration to happen to us. Because before integration, we had our own businesses. We had our own schools where we could be ourselves. Okay, but then some man came and said, oh, he had a dream about what? What would dream? And that dream turned into a nightmare. And that's what we're living in. But people have come and say, hey, you know what? Let's do this for ourselves. But the majority of us, no. What about the Hispanics? What about the Asians? What about the gays? What about them? They have to be included. They don't include us in anything. You understand? But we on a damn news check. Oh my God! They said my hair. I can't wear my hair. Just that is so weak, and we look very weak. Huh? We're the only people begging for respect. Other people say, hell no. They demand respect. We don't demand respect. We beg for respect. That's why nobody respects us. How you gonna beg somebody to accept you for the way you are and for the way you're made? Right? And they say they believe in God and Jesus made them perfect. If Jesus made you perfect, then why are you covering up your head with somebody else's DNA? Right? No, because the majority of black women worship non-black women. That's why. Because somebody that loves themselves and feel that they're perfect the way they are, don't go and spend $50, $100, $200, $300 buying a pack of hair when you have your own. And here's another one that I get very upset about is when some black women say, well, I don't know if you're black, because I'm on YouTube. I don't know if you're black, but you do know that, it's for a protective style. And I'm like, protecting from what? What are you protecting your hair from? Well, black hair is some what it I don't the dumbness of talking to some black woman, it frustrates you, and it really uh it just goes in your brain, and it just sears your brain because they wear protective style. Okay, that's okay, fine. You have to protect your hair from the elements. I don't know. You have to protect your hair from the elements. Okay, that's cool. All right, but why don't you, while you're protecting your hair from the elements, why don't you wear hair that resembles your own texture hair? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you go out and buy a weave or something that more would resemble your hair, so nobody could say, oh, you're wearing a weave or whatever. And then they say, well, white women wear weaves too. Yeah, white or whatever. White women wear weaves, wigs, or whatever, but the weave look like their own textured hair. They go out and purchase hair that matches their texture hair. They don't go out and say, oh, let me see the new Yaki Afro today. Let me buy a bundle of the Yaki Afro. But you hear black, oh, I'm gonna go buy me my Yaki perm and put in my hair. And it's the same woman that come on YouTube, face full of makeup, I'm telling you, weave long to their backs, wearing blonde weaves down to their backs, talking about Marc Jacobs, now he wrong for that, that's how they wrong for that, he wrong. Having me on the show, walking in the runway. First of all, it's Marc Jacobs's fashion show. He can put whoever he wants in his fashion show. You mad because he didn't put no black woman in his fashion show? He don't gotta put black woman in his fashion show. He's not a black man. He's a white man. He's gonna put white woman in his fashion show. He don't gotta put you in his fashion show. It's his fashion show. Almost cursed. Because it's a stupidity that I don't understand. And when you call them out on it, they accuse you of being a coon. They curse you out. It's his fashion show. You tell me you making videos because you mad because a man design clothes for a living. That's what he do. Okay? He picked the models. He picked the quorum of the stage show. It's his show. And he picked the models and said, okay, I'm going to want you. I don't want you. You don't have to look. I want you. And because he didn't put a lot of black women in his fashion show, you mad. Because he chose white women, and they decided to put locks in their hair, but then you go out and buy fake hair that belongs to not white women, because they pointed out it's not white women's hair that they're wearing. They point out that it's Malaysian or Brazilian woman's hair, or East Indian woman's hair. It's woman of color. That's what they say. It's woman of color, right? 10 pound of weed, 50 foot long. Mads, because a white man put white woman in his fashion show. And this is exactly what a certain man is talking about. Okay, about the hypocrisy of a lot of black women that I see. I mean, I be looking at them sitting on train. The band comes